Hey everybody. So last time I was working on like the events and like how the order of events and sort of did a little bit of a light dive into the what the events meant and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool. One of the things that as part of that process of that is I went to Chat GPT and asked it about some web API stuff, and it was like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. So then I mentioned that I was going to try to do stuff in Angular with it, and I did. I made a practice run at that, and like I saw a lot of stuff I've never really seen before with the way you get things like that working. And that doesn't surprise me because I've never really worked with anything that was not fully supported. So that was interesting. But so then I decided I'm going to go back and just queried ChatGPT and see what it knows. And basically, I sent it the question, "Are you familiar with the web speech API for the browser?" And it is. And so I was like, "Okay, that's interesting." Um, and so this is all right on. It's a JavaScript API that enables developers to integrate speech recognition and synthesis capabilities into their web applications. With this API, you can recognize speech inputs from the user microphone and convert it to text, as well as generate synthetic speech from text for users to hear. It's a powerful tool for creating more accessible and interactive web experiences. That's exactly right. So that's good to know that I'm on the same page with ChatGPT on that. And then I said, well, okay, so you were saying this didn't even exist. Um, so what about how do I access it in JavaScript? And um, so it says to access the web speech API JavaScript, you need to check to see if the browser supports it, and then create an instance of the speech recognition and speech synthesis object to use the API's functionality. And here's a basic example how you might use the API. Use the API for speech and recognition and synthesis. So this is interesting. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure based on my experiments with Angular, this is the guy that works. I don't think this one works, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So basically, I think what I could do, let's see, what do I have? I have 7 minutes left. Let me try to just create a new file here. And it's just a chat gpt.html. And then so we go in there, and I think it's control exclamation mark. Control. Yeah. So that'll give me a. No, that was weird. That is not what I wanted. Let's see. Mm, is it excellent smart exclamation mark tab? There we go. Okay, so that's how you get like a quick thing in there. And so then we'll just add a script tag to the bottom of this and paste Chat GPT's code into here. And this is for our for this guy. And just control that. We'll go live. I don't know if it'll take us to our allow this time. Okay, so it took us to the one allow this time, and we'll just look at our console. Um, you said what? Oh, okay. So that yeah, it seems like it did. You said what time? We'll just look at our console, which is what I said a second ago. Um, so that's pretty cool. Um, and what I'm very curious about is, let's see, log speech recognition first. And this should just automatically. I don't know why the debugger stopped, but we'll just have it play on and console log. Speech recognition is not defined. So I guess, yeah, I think earlier when I was doing something else, I had turned on to debug on uncaught things. So now let's go the web speech recognition. And there. So yeah, so it looks like this is implemented in web speech recognition. So like if we look at the scripts that came from the folks over at MDM, um, they add this, and I guess the idea is that eventually this guy will get promoted to this guy, and either way, it won't break the code. Um, so that's good to know. We still have 4 minutes. Um, so look at that. So that looks like it is implemented. So yeah, um, it recorded all that and printed it out, and that's good to know. And so now let me go back to our Chat GPT. So this is how we would get that. Uh, I guess we might as well try that. I mean, just for fun. I mean, maybe it'll say something. Let's see. Throw that in here. Hit save.
Hello, world.
I do not know if you guys could hear that, but yeah, it said "Hello World." That was creepy and cool. Um, like that's awesome. Let me repeat. Let me repeat. And I don't know. I don't know why it worked last time, and now it's not working. Speech synthesis. Reload. I said prelude apparently. And yeah, I don't know. That's so wild. It said "Hello World" the first time, which was really cool. What if I just get rid of this stuff? Man, that is wild. Let me copy this URL. Let's create a new one. Man, that is so crazy. I mean, let me do this. Yeah, I don't know. That is wild. Allow this time. And now it's recording. I can see that thing up there. And Control Shift I. Yeah, that was wild because it definitely worked one time and it has not worked since then. That's not really what I'm working on, so I'm not that worried about it. But anyways, that I think is pretty good. Pretty good forward understanding. So definitely learned that it's the WebKit speech recognition that works, um, and that oh yeah, there was another thing. So then I asked it, like, okay, how would I do this in Angular, and we can save that for another time. And then because I remembered that it said. So I asked, does on audio start exist in the speech API? And it says no, audio start is not an event in web speech API. The web speech API primarily consists of speech recognition interface for speech recognition in the speech synthesis. Um, and then it goes on to tell us that on start, on end, on result, on error, and on match allow. And this is like the crux. I would imagine that these other events were added um, since the web speech API, since the last time Chat GPT 3.5 was had training. Let's see. I believe there's also uh, great for every day. Yeah. So it looks like I would have to pay to go up to 4.0. So, anyways, that's about it. I think that's about 10 minutes. So I think next time it makes sense to try to get this working in Angular because then it'll be easier. I don't know. I think next time I should get it to maybe increment like 3 different counters based on me saying something, So it'd be sort of like a very rudimentary inventory counting machine. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do next time, and I'll try to do that in just pure vanilla JavaScript. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Bye.